Now, while she's gotten some positive reviews for her Taiwan trip, back home, Speaker Pelosi is up to her old tricks. Now, she, along with Senator Schumer, appear to be building their own army of federal prosecutors inside the U.S. Capitol Police Force. In a job posting first identified by my next guest, Pelosi and Schumer are looking to hire an attorney for the U.S. Capitol Police to work hand in hand with the D.C. DA. Now, the posting notes that the position is primarily prosecuting individuals and or groups who've engaged in threats and or acts of violence against members of Congress, their staffs, Capitol Police employees, etc. Here now is the man who identified this, Mike Davis, president of the Article 3 Project. Now, Mike, what's going on here, and is this even constitutional?
So, yeah, this is not constitutional. What we have here are federal prosecutors, assistant United States attorneys, special assistant United States attorneys reporting to the United States Capitol Police. The United States Capitol Police are controlled by appointees of Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. So we have a clear separation of powers problem here, where these prosecutors are working for the legislative branch when they can't do that under our Constitution.
Now, the Capitol Police said, Mike, in a statement, that this idea did not come from any member of Congress, to include any congressional leaders. Hiring a special assistant U.S. attorney will give the department a prosecutor who will work for the Department of Justice, but will also be an expert in the way we work and the types of unique threat cases we have. So what's wrong with that?
That's just not believable that Congress, that the leadership in Congress is unaware of this. The House Sergeant at Arms and the Senate Sergeant at Arms are appointees of Pelosi and Schumer, and they control the United States Capitol Police Board that appoints the chief of police. It's just not credible. It's not credible that they're unaware of this. This is so unprecedented what they're doing here, and it's actually dangerous because we've seen with the January 6th Commission working hand in glove with the Biden Justice Department that they have no problem politicizing the Justice Department to further their political ends. They'll go after every grandma and goofball who trespassed and took selfies on the Senate floor on January 6th, but they won't go after, they won't even prosecute anyone under 18 U.S.C. 1507 for harassing and intimidating federal judges, Supreme Court justices, and their families in their homes. This is a very dangerous precedent. It's unconstitutional, and it needs to be shut down.
Well, speaking of, Supreme Court justices, we had some interesting comments made by the White House press secretary this week about the Dobbs decision.
From day one, when the Supreme Court made this extreme decision to take away a constitutional right, it was an unconstitutional action by them, a right that was around for almost 50 years, a right that women had to make a decision on their bodies and how they want to start their families.
Now, Mike, does she understand what unconstitutional actually means here, or what?
Well, I mean, it's good that she's, in addition to be a White House press secretary who's totally not up to the job, she's also a constitutional scholar on TV. So that's good to hear that she thinks that this is unconstitutional, even though the Supreme Court said it isn't. But it's just part of a pattern by the Biden administration, including Attorney General Merrick Garland, to have these political assaults on a separate branch of government. They want to do this January 6th commission about the protests and riots at the Capitol, but at the same time, they are encouraging these deadly assaults on the Supreme Court of the United States, including protest, illegal intimidation campaigns that led to an assassination attempt against Justice Kavanaugh, his wife Ashley, and their two daughters.
All right, Mike, thank you. Great to see you tonight.